Welcome back to Morning Joy, where truth matters. I'm Keith Downey, your host, and joining us today is Keiran Roche, a distinguished educator and Catholic leader with a global footprint. With 2 master's degrees from the University of Notre Dame and leadership roles, Keiran has made significant contributions to Catholic education, from serving as a principal, leading the Notre Dame Alliance for Catholic Education. His expertise is unparalleled. Now, as the assistant dean at the Catholic University of America in Tucson and the founder of a consulting business for Catholic education, Keiran continues to shape the future of Catholic education. Good morning and welcome to the show, Keiran.
Good morning, Keith. Thanks for having me.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much for joining us. Now, for those that may not be too familiar with the Catholic University of America, tell us a little bit about your journey in higher education and how you found your way to this university and what really drew you into this particular institution.
Great. Well, thank you. Yeah, like you mentioned, I started my way in elementary education, so it's kind of a bit lower than higher education, but how I got there too was Catholic education, which I just really love because it is really the only education that can educate the heart, mind, and soul of a person. And starting there, I came out to the United States to be part of the Notre Dame ACE Academies, where I did a master's program, was placed in Mobile, Alabama. So they had fun. You can probably tell by the way I talk, I'm not from Mobile, Alabama. So I'll just say from the real South, the Southern Hemisphere, below the equator, but grew up in Australia, came out here to continuing some education credentials and ended up being in this little flower in Mobile, an elementary school, and just learned a lot with the students and even my own faith along that journey and fell in love with Catholic education especially. Then heard that the Notre Dame ACE Academies Notre Dame was working on some ACE Academies in Tucson, Arizona. And so came out to be part of the academies as a teacher, then school leader, and then a regional director of the ACE Academies here. And we would say our goals, we had two goals, college and heaven, in that order with that. And so we did that for a bit. And then I heard rumblings of this college, the Catholic University of America, coming, looking and exploring in Tucson. And I wanted to be a part of that. And so I kept in touch and heard about what it was doing. And then I was just asked to kind of be a consultant, and then came and started to be the director and now the current assistant dean here. And what's beautiful about that my current elementary students are now, the kindergarten group are sophomores. So the students that are coming through are ones that I definitely taught, and I have some students that are in the program. And then also too, my work with Notre Dame, I truly loved, and I like to say that Our Lady formed me to work at her son's university, the Catholic University of America. So this is the Pontificate College of the United States, founded by Pope Leo in the 1800s. So it's like our President Peter Kilpatrick likes to say, this is the Bishop's College.
That's got to be very edifying to see some of these students that you taught from early on now that are now sophomores in the university. That's got to be incredible. But Keiran, as an assistant dean here, you obviously probably interact with many different students of many different backgrounds. What are some of the most rewarding moments you've experienced while supporting their academic and personal growth?
Yeah, I really love that we get to build a program that is very, I like to say, incarnational, because we are the Word made flesh, and we live this gospel out. And so students do not have to be Catholic to come, but we definitely are. It's in our name, and it's in everything we do with that. And students actually, we're seeing are really gravitating towards that. Many come from maybe some public schools where they haven't been able to share or explore their faith in an educational setting. And we see that very apparent, even in all our classes, that our faith is intertwined in all that we do. And even the students, when a lot of the courses that I teach have a reflective piece, and the piece that the students gravitate to is this idea of being able to explore their faith as they learn, and they really enjoy that and mention it frequently throughout. And so we're really building a community, and they feel like a supportive community.
Well, you're listening to Morning Joy, where truth matters. I'm Keith Downey, and we're talking with Keiran Roche, the Assistant Dean of the Catholic University of America in Tucson, Arizona. Now, obviously, the Catholic University of America has a rich history and strong ties to the church. So how does the university integrate faith into the academic programs there?
Yeah, I like to see us start like even just back with the early church and the charisma part of the church, where the moment that a student first finds itself at the university, they just feel this immense love, love for God, love for each other, and that I really think, whether it's here in Tucson on our campus or if you're in Washington D.C. on that campus, you experience that straight away for that, and then again being able to have the exploration and teachings of the faith in all classes, whether it's a behavioral science class or an English writing class, to be able to bring that in is something really special. And then as a requirement of our course too, all students require three courses of theology. So the students are able to learn and study even deeper their faith, and then also opportunity just to engage in faith. So we do retreats that are optional for students to start the school year. And then we are branching out to some just small group prayer groups that I know we do in Tucson, and the main campus does as well.
Wow, yeah, retreats are so important, especially at that particular age group. So it's amazing that you've kind of integrated that into the school there. It's so great. And especially, today it seems like the world is rapidly changing. How does the Catholic University of America help prepare the students for the challenges that they'll probably face after graduation?
Yeah, well, our motto is God is my light with that. So we lead with light. So we lead with our faith, and where that's something that the students take with them as they go. Also, too, in one of the courses I teach, I use the Magnificat prayer, and I like to explain it as in the same joy that Mary got in receiving the news that she would carry the Son of God. We like to say that this is like the bachelors that you receive, that you've been given this incredible gift, and to go out and give it to the world and to be this light. And that's how we kind of commission our students, and they really feel that they are our leaders, and they are leaders with that. We've had 4 graduates in Tucson. And so the 4 students that we had graduate this last school year, in Tucson, we do some internship placements. So 2 of the students did some paid internships that we were able to secure, and they got full-time work and continuing that work, and were elevated in their roles. Another student got accepted into graduate school here at the University of Arizona, and will be continuing her studies in graduate school. And another started her own small business, and she'll be going out, and she's started helping some small businesses work with branding. And so we supported and mentored her. And also we hired her part-time because she was that good to be one of our admissions directors, admissions counselors in our program.
Wow, that's incredible. Yeah, we certainly need a lot more light in this world. It seems so dark. So it's great that you're proactively getting these students ready to be that light for the world. Now, Keiren, what kind of advice would you give maybe for prospective students or parents considering a Catholic education?
Yeah, we encounter a lot of parents inquiring, and students too. And it's amazing to see parents that have had older students that have had students in either a Catholic college or maybe a more secular college, saying that they've noticed a difference in the change of values of their children in either state. So I think that 17 to 24 years of age is such a formative year, that these are the years that the students are really questioning. And even in my own faith journey, that in college was where I questioned a lot too. And I either had to do something to find and refine my faith, being a cradle Catholic, or do something about it. Unfortunately, where I was, there was a Catholic society on the campus of the college I was at, but not all colleges have that fortunateness, or if depending on the student body or even the coursework that classes do. But at least with our course, again, most of it is invitational for the students, and definitely the students are taking that invitation to be able to be open to learning more and hearing. And we know those that have faith, just that Jesus doesn't disappoint and he comes and helps.
I love that because, in my college experience is very similar. There was a Newman Center, but it wasn't like an invitational. You had to actually seek it out or know about it. Whereas, the Catholic University of America, like you said, it's invitational. So it's there. It's inviting the students. So that way, maybe if they didn't realize that it was a Catholic university, they certainly do now. Now, I know I'm putting you on the spot here now, Keiren, but what is one maybe lesser known fact about the Catholic University of America that may surprise somebody?
I think that the fact we're in Tucson, we keep surprising people. What are you doing in Tucson? Or people from the East Coast know about us. And Tucson, we're still a little bit unknown. We don't have that same presence that have been around since the 1800s of the East Coast campus. And that we do... once we're the college that formed most of or a lot of the diocesan priests, and we have definitely a national outlook as a college, and just to bring that out, and from the heart of DC to being able now here in the Southwest in Tucson, we're living that mission.
Oh, thank you so much, Keiren. Thank you so much for joining us this early. I know you're in Arizona and it's fairly early. But thank you so much for bringing attention. The Catholic University of America. It's everywhere, including Tucson, Arizona. So if you have children out there that are getting college ready and you want to send them to a Catholic university, just one of many great potential sources. So thanks again, Keiren. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more truth and joy. God bless and make it a joyful day.